Imagine discovering that the secret to adding 4 decades to your life isn't found in a pill or in some expensive genetic therapy, but in the quiet, ordinary minutes just after your eyes open each day. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Yet this is exactly what the data is telling us. My name is Dr. Naya Spuma from the USA. Please support our channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. This isn't about wishful thinking or fleeting health trends that disappear with the next fad diet. This is the culmination of massive multi-decade studies tracking hundreds of thousands of individuals across multiple continents, all with one goal: to pinpoint the precise, repeatable habits that separate those who fade quietly by age 70 from those who are still vibrant, independent, and mentally sharp at 95 and beyond. And the initial finding from this mountain of research stopped the lead investigators in their tracks. The single greatest predictor of a remarkably long life wasn't genetic luck, it wasn't your zip code, and it wasn't your income bracket. It was a specific, short window of opportunity that you have complete control over every single morning of your life. A landmark investigation led by Harvard University followed over 100,000 adults for more than 3 decades. They were searching for the root causes of why some bodies decay rapidly after middle age, plagued by chronic disease, while others seem almost immune to the ravages of time. Results didn't just confirm old theories, they shattered conventional wisdom. Participants who consistently followed a handful of simple morning practices lived on average 12 to 14 years longer than those who didn't. But that was just the baseline. Those who consistently combined 5 specific morning actions saw a potential lifespan increase of up to 40 years. Let that number really sink in. That's the chasm between a life ending at 65 and one that stretches joyfully to 105. Massive study reached a stunning conclusion that flips the nature versus nurture debate on its head. Your daily rituals often outweigh your DNA. Your inherited genes account for maybe 20 to 30% of your longevity. The remaining 70 to 80% is carved out day by day by your choices. The morning, this research suggests, emerges as the most critical chisel of all. Deep in the blue zones of Okinawa, Japan, researchers spent years living among and interviewing the island's famous centenarians. They found a common thread in shared, deeply ingrained morning habits. These weren't complex rituals, but humble, consistent practices. Another study tracked over 100,000 people and discovered that specific morning habits slashed cardiovascular mortality by as much as 50%. Your heart can be protected by something as fundamental as how you choose to start your day. It puts the power back in your hands. I'm going to walk you through the 7 morning practices that science has proven have the most profound impact on lifespan. To pay very close attention to the final one, a 25-year study revealed that people who did this had telomeres that were a full decade younger. This one practice literally winds back your internal clock at a cellular level, turning back time where it matters most. Before we dive into the list, take a moment to drop a comment and tell us your current age and where in the world you're watching from today. We read every single one, and we love building this community. Now let's start with habit number 7. Habit number 7 is the simple, almost ancient act of starting your day with warm lemon water. It seems almost too simple to matter in our modern world of complex supplements, but it creates a cascade of benefits throughout your entire system. Drinking this first thing in the morning gently primes your digestive tract and wakes up your metabolism for the day ahead. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that the polyphenols in lemons helped improve fat metabolism and manage weight gain more effectively than many assume. The citric acid gently stimulates your liver, encouraging the production of bile, which is absolutely crucial for breaking down dietary fats efficiently. When your digestion runs smoothly, Your body absorbs nutrients better and flushes out waste more effectively, both non-negotiable cornerstones of graceful, healthy aging. Concentrated vitamin C from a fresh lemon is another gift to your aging body. A major report in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked higher vitamin C levels in the blood to a 30% lower risk of cardiovascular disease across the study population. It also plays a vital role in fueling collagen production, the structural scaffolding that keeps your skin resilient, your joints cushioned, and your blood vessels and organs functioning optimally as the decades pass. And don't underestimate the warm water component. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep, you're walking around dehydrated, and dehydration stresses every cell in your body. Warm water rehydrates you gently. A Japanese study noted that people who habitually drank warm water in the morning had measurably better circulation and more efficient cellular function throughout the day. To do this right, squeeze half a fresh lemon into about 8 to 12 ounces of comfortably warm water. Drink it on an empty stomach. Consistency here is where the real magic happens. Number 6 is harnessing the transformative power of morning sunlight. This costs absolutely nothing, but the biological payoff is truly immense. Stepping into natural light within the first hour of waking up calibrates your body's master clock with precision. You've become an indoor species, disconnected from the natural light cycles that have governed our biology for millions of years. And this disconnection is quietly costing us our health. Cutting-edge research from the Salk Institute showed that morning light is the primary environmental signal that resets your circadian rhythm, which controls everything from hormone release to cell repair and immune activity. A broken or drifting circadian rhythm is now directly linked to higher rates of cancer, heart disease, and dementia. Morning light is the most powerful, freely available tool to keep this internal clock ticking correctly. A pivotal study in the journal Sleep found that people who got bright light exposure early in the day slept better at night, had deeper restorative sleep cycles, and reported more stable moods throughout the day. And sleep quality is a direct longevity driver. It's when your brain's glymphatic system clears out metabolic toxins like amyloid plaques, and your body repairs the damage of the day. Poor sleep accelerates aging at the genetic level. Morning light ensures you get the high-quality sleep you desperately need. And for 10 to 30 minutes outside within that first hour, just face the sky and combine this with a gentle walk for a powerful double benefit. Number 5 is making your breakfast a deliberately protein-rich affair. We're moving into more powerful physiological territory now. Eating enough high-quality protein in the morning directly fights the insidious muscle loss that is a primary driver of frailty and early death in older adults. This isn't about vanity. It's about preserving the functional strength you need to live independently, to get up off the floor, to prevent life-ending fractures. A pivotal study found that consuming protein in the morning is actually more effective for muscle maintenance than eating the same amount later in the day. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a high-quality plant-based protein shake. Up the night before to make it a no-brainer decision when you're groggy. Number 4 is dedicating time to morning stretching or gentle yoga. This habit tackles multiple aging factors simultaneously in a way few other activities can. It improves flexibility, eases chronic pain, boosts circulation, and most critically, fights the systemic, low-grade inflammation that fuels nearly every age-related disease. A significant study showed major gains in balance and functional mobility, preventing falls. Research also connected body flexibility to arterial flexibility, easing the heart's work. A UCLA study found that regular yoga practitioners had significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of most life-shortening conditions. 10 to 15 minutes of gentle, mindful stretching can keep that inflammation in check. Never push to the point of shock pain. Number 3 is engaging in moderate morning exercise. This is one of the most extensively studied and powerfully effective interventions for longevity in the entire scientific literature. A landmark study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed 30,000 adults and found that morning exercisers had a 20% lower risk of heart disease and a staggering 40% lower risk of early death from any cause. They also reported much better adherence than people who plan to exercise later. Life just has a way of interfering with afternoon and evening plans. The specific type of exercise matters far less than doing it consistently. Brisk walking is an absolute superstar in this category. A Harvard study found that just 21 minutes of daily walking slashed heart disease risk by 30%. Interestingly, research in the European Heart Journal suggests that moderate exercise might actually be even better for longevity than extreme, high-intensity workouts that stress the body. The sweet spot is activity that makes you breathe hard, but still allows you to hold a conversation. This level of intensity triggers all the beneficial adaptations without overstressing your system. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity, lowers blood pressure, boosts brain blood flow, and strengthens bones. No single medication in existence can do all of that at once. Start with just 10 minutes a day and build slowly. Number 2 is practicing mindfulness or meditation. We are now in the realm of habits with profound, measurable effects on our biology that were once thought impossible. Meditation has been scientifically proven to physically alter the structure of your brain and slow aging at the cellular level. Nobel Prize-winning research by Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn showed that meditation directly impacts telomere length. Telomeres are the protective caps on your chromosomes that shorten every time a cell divides, and their length is a powerful biomarker of biological aging. When they get too short, cells can no longer divide properly and begin to malfunction. The heart benefits are just as dramatic. Research found that a simple meditation practice slashed the risk of heart attack, stroke, and death by an incredible 48% in high-risk patients. It's deceptively simple. Sit quietly, focus on your natural breath, and when your mind inevitably wanders, gently guide it back without judgment. Start with just 5 minutes a day and build from there. Finally, we arrive at the single most important morning habit for a remarkably long life. This one may surprise you because it's not physical at all. It doesn't involve diet, supplements, or exercise. It's entirely mental and emotional. And yet, its scientific backing is perhaps the strongest and most consistent of all. It is cultivating a deep sense of purpose and practicing daily gratitude. A major study followed nearly 7,000 adults over 50. Those with the highest purpose scores had a 15% lower risk of death from any cause. Purpose literally kept them alive. It also builds a cognitive reserve that protected their brains, making them 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's. Japanese concept of ikigai, your reason for being, is central to the long, happy lives of Okinawan centenarians. It's what gets them out of bed with enthusiasm. Gratitude works through remarkably similar biological mechanisms. A study from UC San Diego found that a simple daily gratitude practice significantly reduced inflammatory biomarkers in patients with heart failure. Gratitude shifts your nervous system from sympathetic dominance, fight or flight, to parasympathetic. The centenarians didn't have secret knowledge or access to exclusive treatments. They had consistency, they had purpose, and they had simple daily rituals they never abandoned. You can absolutely do this starting tomorrow. If you could only add one of these 7 habits to your routine tomorrow morning, which one would it be and why? Tell us in the comments section below. We're here at Winds of Thought to explore these life-changing ideas together. And if this video added genuine value to your day, please hit that like button to help others find it and start their own journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.